Hi everyone, today I am going to do a beginner's braid tutorial. So I'm going to show you guys 3 braids, a regular braid, a Dutch braid, and a French braid, which is probably the 3 most common type of braids. So if you guys want to learn how to do these 3 braids, keep watching. So I am going to start with a regular braid. A regular braid, you do not pick up any new hair versus a French and a Dutch braid where you pick up new hair and add it to the braid. In a regular braid, you don't have to worry about doing that. So whatever hair that you start with is the only hair that you're going to work with. I'm going to start here on this side and I'm going to braid this part. You want to make sure that you start by splitting it into 3 equal sections. So I have 1, 2, 3. This one is my middle section and then these 2 are my outer sections. The outer sections are going to go over the middle section and switch places with it. So let me show you what I mean. I'm going to start with the front outer section. I'm going to have it switch places with that middle section. And now you have the outer section in the back. So now that one is going to switch places. So I'm going to use my fingers to hold the hair and have it switch places with that middle section. And now again, the front section, I'm going to hold the middle section with my other hand. Put this front section over that middle section so it can switch places with it. Now this back section over the middle section so it could switch places with it. This front section over the middle section so it could switch places with it. This back section over the middle section so it can switch places with it. And you're pretty much just going to do this throughout the whole strand. Back and forth. Have the outer strands go over the middle strand so they can switch places. And you are not grabbing any new hair, you are just working with the strand that you started with. So it makes it easier, and I just go back and forth, switching places with that middle section. My hair is kind of dark, so I don't know if you can see the braid, but here it is. And there you have a regular braid. Okay, so now we are going to do a French braid. A French braid is the same thing. You are going to have the outer strands going over the middle section, but you are going to be picking up new hair and adding it. So I will explain that right now, and I'll explain what to do with your fingers, because I think that's, I've seen a lot of YouTube videos and they explain it, but they don't show you what to actually do with your fingers. So I'm gonna try to be as specific as I can for this. Let's say I want a French braid on the side. I'm gonna start with the top section and just grab a piece of where you want your braid to start. So I'm gonna start here up top, and I'm gonna split that into 3 equal sections again. So you're gonna start it like a regular braid. The outer strand is going to go over the middle strand, and then this back outer strand over the middle strand. So now that you did that first one, we are going to now start grabbing hair. So I wanna start grabbing hair from the front first. So I'm holding my middle strand with my thumb and my index finger, which allows me to free up this hand. I grab hair with my thumb, add it, connect it to that front section. Now that it's added to that front section, I'm going to go over that middle section by now putting it between my index finger and my middle finger. So it's just gonna go in between right there. And now I can grab that middle section and switch places. So now for the other side, I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna hold on to that middle section so I can free up this hand. I grab some hair with my thumb, add it to that back section, and then once it's added, I go on top of this middle section, right in between these 2 fingers, put it there, and it allows me to switch that middle section to the back. So now same thing, I'm going to grab that middle section with these 2 fingers so I can open up this hand, grab hair from the front, connect it to that front section, and going over that middle section, which allows me to grab that middle section from underneath and switch places with it. So now same thing. I'm going to hold on to that middle section with my other hand, which allows me to free up this hand. I grab hair with my thumb, connect it to that back section, put it over this middle section in between those fingers, and now I grab that middle section from underneath so I can switch places. So again, grab that middle section with the other hand so I can free up this hand. I grab hair, connect it to that front section, put it on top of this middle section in between these two fingers, and it allows me to grab it and switch places. So you're just going to be doing this all the way down. So now I have done a French braid and I have no more hair to grab from the front. So I just do a regular braid now. But if you had hair, then you would just keep doing it until all that hair is grabbed. But as you guys can see, I have a French braid and then it goes down to a regular braid. Okay, now I am going to show you guys how to do a Dutch braid. Pretty much a Dutch braid is the same thing as a French braid, except the outer strands are going to go under the middle strands instead of over. So I will show you what to do with your fingers because it's a little different. So again, you start with a section up top and you split it into 3 equal sections. You have the middle strand and the 2 outer strands. Again, you start off with a regular braid, but instead of going over, the outer strands are going to go under. So I'm going to switch places really quick with the middle. This one will switch places with the middle. So once you did that, now you can start grabbing hair. So I grab hair from the front and switch places with that middle section going under. So this hair is going under. Instead of the top 2 fingers, I'm grabbing it with the bottom 2 fingers and making it switch places. I want to free up my back hand, so I'm going to use my index finger as a table. So I put it over my index finger and it holds that middle strand, which allows me to free up this hand and grab hair, connect it to my back strand, and instead of going over, we are going to go under that same finger and hold it down just like that, which allows me to make it switch places. So again, now with this hand, use my index finger as a table for that middle strand, which allows me to free up this hand, grab hair, connect it to that front piece, and go under it. So I'm going to use that same finger, grab onto that piece, which allows me to grab that middle strand and have it switch places. So now other side, I'm going to use that index finger as a table for that middle strand, which allows me to free up this hand, grab extra hair connected to that back section, put it underneath, having this finger hold it down while I switch places. Again, I'm going to use this index finger as a table for that middle strand. It allows me to free up this hand. With my thumb, I grab hair, connect it to that front section, and then put it underneath that same finger. Hold it down, which allows me to switch places with that middle section. Same thing, use this index finger as a table for that middle section, which frees up the other hand. You grab extra hair, you connect it to that back section, put it on the bottom, hold it down, and you are able to now switch places. One more time, use that index finger as a table so you can free up this hand, grab hair, connect it to that front section, put it under it, hold it down, and it allows you to switch places. And now I don't have any more hair to grab there, so I'm just gonna do a regular braid down. But as you can see, the Dutch braid has a little bit of a different look. The braid pops out versus a French, it goes in. I personally like the Dutch braid look better. I like to see the braid popping out more, but it's all preference. So this is a Dutch braid leading to a regular braid. Okay, now I am going to show you guys how to do a braid on the back of your head. This is a Dutch braid. I find the Dutch braid easier to do than the French braid when it comes to the back of your head. So you're going to split it into 3 equal sections, and then you are going to regular braid it for the first time. You're going to do the outer strands going under the middle strand. Once you do that, now you're going to start picking up new hair. You're going to grab from the side attach it to that bottom strand, hold it down with your index finger, and then that hair on top of your index finger, you're gonna take and move it over to have it switch sides. Now you're going to use your index finger as a table to hold that middle section while you grab new hair, connect it to that bottom section, and then have it switch sides. Again, use your index finger as a table for that middle section, grab new hair, attach it to that bottom section, hold it down with your index finger, and then you're going to take that strand from up top and have it switch sides. So use that index finger as a table for that middle section, grab hair from the side, connect it to the bottom section, hold it down with that same index finger, and have it switch sides. And you're just going to keep doing this all the way down till you finish picking up new hair. This is such an arm workout, so just make sure that you are taking your time because this can get overwhelming. So yeah, I'm grabbing that new hair, adding it to that bottom strand, and then grabbing from the strand that's on top of my index finger so it can switch sides. Use that index finger as a table, grab new hair, connect it to that bottom strand, hold it down with that same index finger, and then have it switch sides. Sorry I'm being so repetitive, but I feel like that's the best way to learn, to just repeat it, and then hopefully it will click for you guys. And then once I am done grabbing all the new hair, then you can start regular braiding. So right here, I am done grabbing all the new pieces, and I am going to regular braid it now. And I am actually going to pull it to the side because it's so much easier to braid that way. And I am just going to finish it off with a regular braid, then tie it off with an elastic. And then as you guys can see, this is a Dutch braid. Now I am going to show you guys how to do a French braid in the back of your head. This is a little more difficult than the Dutch braid for me, but it's pretty much the same thing, except the outer strands are going to go over the middle strand instead of under. So we're not doing that table thing anymore. So for this one, you start off with a regular braid again, and then you are going to grab new sections from the side, just like we did before, but add it to the top strand instead. And now get the middle section from underneath and pull it to the side. So again, grab a section from the side, add it to the top, and then grab that hair from underneath and pull it to the side so it could switch places. Again, grab hair from the side, add it to the top strand, to the fingers above, and then grab that middle section from underneath, pull it to the side, grab hair from the side, add it to the top strand. Oops, I skipped the part. Grab hair to the side, add it to the top strand, and then grab that middle section from underneath and pull it to the side. So this is a French braid, and you are just going to do this all the way down the strand, just like the Dutch braid, until you are done grabbing new hair. And then as you can see, this one, the braid goes inside instead of outside. So once you're done grabbing new hair, I am going to do a regular braid. And same thing, I am going to take it to the side of my head so it's not as difficult to braid. And I'm going to braid it all the way down and tie it off with an elastic. And then there was this little part that was loose that I didn't notice. As you can see, I'm going to point to it in a second. But you can just use a bobby pin and tuck it in behind the braid right underneath your neck. And this is a French braid. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please let me know if there's anything else that you guys would like to see. Comment below, and also please make sure to like and subscribe. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys next time.